Yo, Battle Rap Opinions, what's poppin', everybody? Watching Twitter. I know I'm a little bit late on it, but I see the tweet by Mike P talking about putting money together to battle Mook. Now that's something that Smack has brought up every time people come up to Smack about that. I know he said it on the radio before. He's multiple places. Smack always saying, like, everybody talking about paying Mook. Like, you understand, it's a bag that come with it. 100,000 he's asking for. Every time he battled, the price went up. So Mike Peace asking people, put out his PayPal information, and he wants people to donate to make that battle happen. So I have a few questions, man, and I really want to just look at the pros and the cons of the situation. I know what's the number one thing everybody's gonna say. The number one thing is what makes Mike, according to everybody else, what makes Mike P think that he's worthy of a battle with Mook. And then I gotta ask everybody else the question: what makes Mook worthy of battling a bunch of these other guys who are relevant right now? And this is what I mean from that standpoint. When's the last time we saw a quality Mook battle? I'm just like anybody else. I want to see Mook in there, but I want to see Mook in there against the guys who's doing it right now, against the elite guys of right now. I don't want to constantly be seeing him battle guys of yesteryear. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the shit on Lux. The argument can be made he 3-0'd Lux in the total slaughter. I won't argue with anybody who said that he 3-0'd Lux, but it wasn't a good battle. Me personally, I think back in the Smack era, I think Lux beat him. So right now, I think they're 1-1. But let's be real, I honestly don't think those were really good battles. I thought they were okay battles. Actually, I thought the first one was an okay battle. I thought Lux won. The second one, I didn't think that was good at all, man. But Mook took that, and you can't take that away from him. But every time you battle, that price go up to an astronomical number. And I always ask people, do you think he overprices himself so that he don't have to battle everybody? Allegedly, he turned down 70,000 from UW. I don't know how true that is. If I'm not mistaken, that came out his very own mouth. But just for the sake of conversation, we don't know how true that is. But 70,000, right? So let's break it down like this: the pros and the cons. What are the pros? The pros are the people who's been fans of battle rap since back in the Smack era. They get it's that vintage feel. It's that feel of how things used to be, seeing someone they used to watch on the DVDs come back. It's that excitement. It's an excitement around battle rap just to see the buzz, the conversation on whether or not Mook can still do it. The other good thing is for if he was to battle one of the other guys who wasn't a Lux or Iron Sound or in that Sirius Jones, one of these guys, if he was to battle one of the more current guys, you know, how much of a conversation would go into people debating whether or not whoever he battles, if they put on a good showing or beat him, do they belong in that legend conversation? The other good thing that it does is Mook, whether it's on a big level or not, Mook is in tune with a lot of celebrities. It will bring the celebrities to events to want to see whether or not, you know, he can still pull it off. So it shines a light on battle rap that, of course, is always necessary, is always needed, man. Another good thing that could come out of it is whoever it is who he's battling can get a plate. Now, I'll be honest, whoever he battles, I'm pretty sure can get a plate without him. Whether it's on that scale or not, that remains to be seen. But if someone is paying someone else to battle Mook, I don't see a situation where somebody's going to take absolute peanuts. Unless you just one of them guys who has no name. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to feel like, hey, I'm the more relevant. I'm the guy. You know what I'm saying? The other positive thing is the media attention that comes with this. I'm pretty sure whoever he battles might get the opportunity to be on one of these big radio stations they normally would have never got the opportunity to do. So the promotion and stuff will have to be heavy because you still got to make back that money. What's another good thing that could come of it? Another good thing that could possibly come of Mook battling anybody at this point, I would honestly have to say it just brings back that the debate. It'll bring back the debate on whether or not people feel like he is the all-time great. And whether you feel, and I know somebody might say, well, how is that a good thing? It's a good thing because that makes him relevant. His name always is going to come up, which means he's always going to get other opportunities outside of battle rap. You think he really cares what your opinion is? No. Every time his name keeps getting mentioned, you know, that everything else for him goes up and up and up, man. You know, he's going to get other opportunities you wouldn't movies like that movie that he has something to do with. He's going to get these opportunities because you guys are going to constantly be bringing up his name. And what somebody else might do is, whatever said to Mook in that battle is going to force other people to go back and watch all his old battles. So those are good things that come out of it. Let's talk about the cons that come out of it. Number one, this is Mike P talking about donating, people donating to making this happen. Now, I'm going to be honest here. I would donate money. I wouldn't donate a lot of money. I would donate maybe $5 just to see where it go. Now, later on, if I'm seeing that is getting real traction, then I would throw maybe $20, $30 into that because it's like, wow, like people really want to see this. But the bad thing about that is paying him listen, anybody can say what they feel they worth, but paying him $100,000 is gonna set a very bad precedent. Because every time he battles, that price keeps going up, and what is gonna be the next thing he's asking for? You know, and let's be real. You think that it's just $100,000 that he wants to get paid? No, I'm pretty sure they're gonna want, you know, other things. Maybe allow some of his peoples in the building without paying, you know, being comp, things of this nature. Let's be real here, man. You know, he probably gonna charge a few people to make appearances on their radio shows. You know, lesser known people. Another bad thing that could come out of it is, what would the card look like? If you're paying him $100,000, unless let's just say Mike P was doing this whole event on his own, and he got up to $100,000, he would need more than $100,000. He would probably, for it to make sense, he probably would have to get up maybe $110,000, maybe $115,000, and this is why. You still got to book a venue. You still got to book cameramen. You still got to book insurance. If you're going to put this on pay-per-view, which makes sense because you want to try to make some money, let's just say you're not getting paid on the front, you're going to try to get paid on the back end. All that stuff really costs money. But here goes another aspect of the situation. The only way for you to save some money, and it's understandable, but I don't know how much. First off, we don't know what you're going to be charging at the door, right? Which shouldn't be much if everybody donated. If everybody donated $100,000, you should not be charging people crazy at the door. I understand you got to charge them something because you still gotta build a card around it. But why not this idea? Why not take a PG class? Guys you feel are up and coming who you know are going to rap for free and put them on that card. Maybe speak to someone in your very own crew, Mike P, who might be willing to take on one of the up and comers. If not, putting your whole crew on. Like, hey guys, you know what? You know, you guys are only going to get paid off whatever the door makes. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take an up and comer, maybe a 1-round battle. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we're going to make this event actually happen. And some of that stuff does make sense. But these are all problems. These are all negatives. Like, why should you even have to sit here and do any of that? Because this dude wants $100,000 and he hasn't done anything that makes people feel otherwise. So the negative thing is you're still catering to him. What stops other battlers from turning around and doing this type of shit? So to me, it sets a negative precedent, man. It really does. Because then, here goes the other thing that's negative. And again, this is talking specifically about the possibility of Mike P. The negative part is, What's going to be the angle? We already know we're going to hear a bunch of shit about race. We already know that. Probably some name flips going in on how your name is police, whatever the fuck it is. These are the angles. Like, nobody wants to sit here and watch a $100,000 guy who got paid $100,000 off our donations sit here and spend a round on race. 2 rounds on race. What's the other thing? What we gonna do? Last time Mook was out here throwing Skittles at somebody. What you gonna throw at you? Snickers? Police badges to go along with your last name? Fake police badges? Fake car you gonna be throwing at you in the middle of his rounds? Another negative. What's the rounds gonna be? How much time in the rounds? Because that's gonna be a negative. If he wants another 5 minutes, whatever amount of rounds, that might be a bad thing. I don't know in this era that Mook can rap for 5 minutes, for 3 rounds, 15 minutes, and people are really gonna give a fuck, especially for $100,000. I don't know that people are gonna care that much. And if you sit there and do a little 3.5 minutes, is he later on gonna come up with punk ass excuses? Are there gonna be time limit arguments? Are we not? No one gonna respect what they read and signed on the contract? Is that gonna be an issue? Even more is, what happens if we get another negative, we get a horrible Mook? Then what? You're never gonna hear the end of this. Nobody's gonna care, Mike P, what your performance is really gonna be if Mook doesn't at least put up a decent performance. Now, I have to be honest. If I have to choose right now, right here, right now, bar for bar, listen to what I'm saying, bar for bar, I would think that Mike P can beat him. Yes, I do. Bar for bar, I think Mike P can beat Mook right now. I do think so. So the negative is, no matter what Mike P really says, let's be real, Mook got way more fans and way more people are going to sit there and say that Mike P lost regardless of what these rounds come off to be. The other thing is, and that's what I was saying about the pay-per-view, another negative is, how you know you're not going to have an argument with him about that? Who's going to own the footage and who's going to get what on the back end of these pay-per-views, man? Like, there's a lot of negatives that come from this shit. It's a lot of negatives that could possibly come from this. And then bottom line is this. If people get together 100,000, you get together the other, let's say 10 or 15,000, you need to make everything else work. Probably 10,000 to make everything else work. The bottom line point is everybody going to walk away and be satisfied with what they got from this? Or are people going to talk about it for a few days on social media and never care again? No one's ever going to give a fuck again. Other negative. If he was to battle Mike P for $100,000 that everyone donated, what do you think he's going to ask for to battle Surf? Or, when you get the 100,000, he come out and make an excuse why he wouldn't battle you for the 100,000. Because we already know, too, he said he would do like a 6-battle deal or some crazy shit like that for like 600,000. Or was it a 10? I don't remember the amount of, like, that was just crazy. So it's just like, I feel like this whole conversation could go on for years. And even if Mike P had the money, how we know that the battle would actually happen and he want to make an excuse? Like, oh, man, no, the undercard is whack. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving everybody else shine. But, man, it's $100,000. I hope, because I am not a hater and I'm from Harlem, I hope Mook is making that kind of money on the regular, because other than that, it don't even make sense that you would turn down $70,000 for what potentially could be a 9-minute battle. For 9 minutes of you rapping. Anyway, man, again, like I said, right now, if that shit is serious, I would donate about $5 right now just to see where the shit goes. You know what? Why? Because I would like to see Mike P shine. I think Mike P is very dope. But even more so, I want to see Mook get in the ring and lock in with people. It's been that time, a long time ago. I have to be honest. I don't care if this was to ever happen or not. I don't care if him and Mook and Surf happened or not. I know there was conversations, allegedly, there was a conversation of the possibility of Lux versus Mook Part 3. I don't want to see that shit at this moment. And this is what I'm talking about, because all the hoopla, all the shit that goes along with it, the amount of money that gotta come up, man. If we get another battle like the first two, man, it's like, come on, man. You know what? I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear y'all opinions on all of this. Does this make sense? You know what? I might just go and find Mike P's email address thing so you can just PayPal him some money if you're interested in seeing a battle. I have to say right now, man, it would be disrespectful to ever say that somebody just going flat out 3-0 Mook like that. But I would say 2-1 Mike P right now. If it happened right now, yes. But yeah, man, comment. I want to know what you guys think. What's your thoughts on this? Do you even give a fuck about seeing Mook battle again? Would you care to see it against Mike P? If not, who else would you want to see it against? And subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank everybody who's been subscribing. But again, I appreciate the subscribing, but I also want you to comment because that's the point. Battle rap opinions. I want to hear your opinion. All right, so salute. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and I'll holler at y'all soon.